Good morning, everyone. It's Daily Devotionals with blindhomie. I accidentally deleted the last one, or the last recording I did for this, so I'm quite irritated about that. But I got baptized yesterday, and so I feel like I publicly surrendered to God, and I feel more locked in than anything. So here's the devotional. So it says, what is good? And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28 is such a beautiful verse to soak in, yet we often misunderstand the meaning. After all, what does it mean for God to be working for your good? What does good mean here? When we think of good, we may think of comfort, wealth, and prosperity. Similarly, when Jesus proclaimed the good news of the kingdom, his disciples anticipated a messianic warrior who would free them from their earthly oppression through military and political might. Yet the good news that Jesus brought came in the form of him dying at the hands of the very people he came to save, suffering on behalf of all humanity. Then he was raised 3 days later and now offers salvation to all who will receive him. Salvation is not just a future promise, but a present reality. This is good news that was brought about by suffering and many trials. Sometimes God working for your good may not feel good at the moment. This is where faith and trust come in. So as you fast and pray through this verse, ask God to strengthen your trust in him by shifting your perspective from your understanding of good to God's. So what that's saying is, what this devotional is saying is that you may go through trials and tribulations, but there is a way out. You are going to go through obstacles. You're going to think of it as an escape room. You're going to go through a whole bunch of obstacles. You may run into something, but there is a way out. It's hard to find it. And you're going to find it eventually. I promise you. I'm having trouble completely believing that there's a way out right now because I've been going through stuff. I have true faith in God. I really, really do. However, it is still very hard to, see a way out. It is Romans 8:28. It says, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Yep, so that's saying the same thing. God's strongest soldiers fight the toughest battles. Satan is not going to defeat someone who is already on his side. Satan is going to defeat us who are, on God's side. He's going to... God is testing our faith right now for those going through it. And it's our job and it's our decision to follow him with God's direction. We cannot follow him alone. Sometimes we have to do it with other people and also with God. If you are struggling, it's hard to do that alone. And you can't really do a lot of that alone anyway. You have to have God by your side. You can't just earn heaven. You have to follow God in order to go into heaven. This is the verse of the day. It says 2 Corinthians 12:10. For the sake of Christ, then I am content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong. That was amazing. It's basically saying, sometimes you gotta connect the dots. It's kind of like Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I have the strength. I can go through anything. I can go through anything because Christ strengthens me. Christ is my Lord and Savior. He will strengthen me. Trust me, I know from personal experience. Anyway, that was the devotional of the day, and I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I love you guys so much, and God bless.